I nearly said Pisces. How you doing? Aquarius, how are you? Sorry, I nearly said Pisces. I'm thinking, well, I'm going to have to do Pisces in a bit. Aquarius, I nearly forgot about you. Does someone forget something, or they're very forgetful, or forgetful not? If I say not, you say Pisces. Could be yourself. Like, and I keep forgetting things. Like, I try to keep it in my mind, and then I'm like, right, okay, I need to remember this date, or I need to remember something, and then it's like, okay, I forgot. Sorry, but I forgot. They said, what do you mean you forgot? I thought that was really important. It's like, it is, but I keep forgetting stuff. So is it dementia, that someone might have dementia? Or is it the fact that you're just a bit of an airhead, like myself with a Gemini moon? And you're kind of like, man, you are such an airhead. Like, you always forget things. So if I say thing, you say Stephen. It might be another Stephen or myself. I don't know. But I'm hearing, like, I keep forgetting. Like, does he love me? Does he love me not? Forget me nots. Like, is he going to forget me? Will she forget me? Like, have I been forgotten? Have I been left behind? Like, something like that. Or am I being caught behind at work? I don't know. There seems to be a lot of rewind behind energy. Okay. So it's kind of like leading up to something, but then I forget. Or I forget to turn up. Or, like, have I remembered everything? I don't know. Is someone just like Jen, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, like, just forgets things quite a lot? Okay. Or Charlotte, or Laura, Lucy, Laura, Lulu, Louise, Liz, Taylor, Tyler. But I keep forgetting something. I don't know what that is, but I keep forgetting. Like, I have to keep reminding myself. I'm so terrible for that. You know, if there's like an important date or something, like my MOT comes up on the 16th, I think it is. Okay, and I'm like, a week goes by and I'm kind of like, oh shit, yeah, I've got to remember that. And like, I'm like, oh shit, okay. So, right, I've got this thing coming up. Okay, now I've got to remember that. I really must get some sort of organised plan kind of going. But I don't know why they're saying that as a message for you, Aquarius. But, like, I keep forgetting things. So you might be trying to jot stuff down so you remember it. Okay, so it might be like a book or a planner or something like that. Or Morgana or Anna or Anne. But I just seem to be, like, forgetting things all of the time. Like, I mean, I really don't know if it's someone that is suffering through senile dementia, or you work for people of, like, senile dementia. That's a good possibility. But I keep picking up, like, there's a lot of things of, like, I just keep forgetting, okay? Or am I being forgotten? Like, will this person forget me? Okay. So, I don't know. I mean, it might be where a lot of you could be trying to, like, forget your past, okay? And you're trying to move on from the past. And you're like, you know, the best thing for me to do is just forget it, okay? And forget it and just, you know, just leave it. Or leave Lee, Laura, Lucy, Laura, Louise, Louisiana, Pollyann. But, like, let me just leave it, okay, and see, okay? Let me just leave it for now. Or is someone threatening to leave someone? I don't know. Leave. Or are they, okay, there might be annual leave, okay? Like pregnancy or something about annual leave. Or shall we just drop it? Shall we just forget the whole thing? Or shall we just forget talking about it? Or something like that? Or are you on, like, someone that goes overseas and they're on leave and they come back home? Something like that. But, like, shall we just leave it? I mean, this could be a friend, a person, I don't know. But the message is shall we just leave it then? Shall we just forget it? Okay, so that might be where you're giving up on a relationship, maybe, I don't know. Or just giving up on the idea of something, I don't know. But, like, will you forget me? Or shall we just drop it? Shall we not bother anymore? Or am I just generally forgetting things? Because it feels like being left behind. Like, I don't know. Like time is running out. Like, time is of an essence. And, like, do I bother or do I not bother? Like, how much time do I have? Shall I continue on or not? Like time, I don't know why they keep saying, like, time is like, I don't know really whether this is, like, about leaving someone or not, but, like, time, it's on my side, yes it is. It's like, well, time is on our side, so what's the rush? So, but there's this very strange energy around timing, okay, like I seem to admit, like, I you know, I'm looking at my watch and I forget what the time is. Okay, or what's the time, Mr. Wolf? Silver? But, like, could be dealing with another Leo or an Aquarian or a placement of 8. But, like, I don't know, they keep saying, like, I keep looking at my time and I forgot. I'm sorry, what time is it? What time is it? Okay, what day is it? Okay, what month? I mean, that's me all over the place, man. I live in metaphysics, so I've never got I can't even tell you what day it is today. I have got no idea. No idea whatsoever what day it is today. Okay, so it's kind of like that. What day is it? What month is it? Like, you know, I mean, when you're very spiritual and you're up there in metaphysical land and you do what I do, days and months just seem to merge into one because I work from home. So I seem to forget what day it is, what month it is. Oh, well, I know it's 2022. So you could be dealing with a 6, a Capricorn or a Gemini, okay, or a 2, Libra. But like, yeah, it seems to like, I keep checking my watch to see what the time is, or like urgency, but it's really not very urgent kind of type sort of thing. I don't know, like suspended animation. Like I just seem to be, I mean, could be dealing with the Pisces. Like I'm just stuck here, not knowing what day it is or time it is, having to keep looking at my watch. So then I obviously know, I mean, is this a fucking cryptic riddle? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to move on because it is quite confusing. So I really don't know if it's just generally the fact that someone's a bit of an airhead here. And they seem to forget things quite a lot, and you need to tell them. They ask. This is me all over, bruv. It really is. Like, I'll say to someone, okay, what day was that? And they're like, right, listen, it's on this day and that day and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then the next day, okay, I forgot to write that down. What day did you say it was? And they're like, listen, I already told you. It was, and you're like, okay. So I've got it now. I know what day it is. And then the next day, look, I've completely forgot. What day is that you want me to do it? Like, you know, someone that's just generally asks and they got it in their head and then they got so busy or something that they just forget things. Well, that's men, mainly. Okay. Let's see. So I don't know if someone's worried about being stood up because someone forgets to turn up. You know, that's going to be a bit of a shit, right? Like, it could be a new person that you're with, and you're kind of like, shall I just not bother? Shall I turn up or not? Or would they turn up? Or would they not turn up if I was to ask them, would they turn up on a date? You know, that kind of thing. Worried about whether someone's going to turn up or not. Okay. Okay, so Aquarius, what they got? Anything for Aquarius here? Anything for Aquarius? So you got sour lemon. I think we've had that before. Sour face, or Sal, Sarah, Steve, Sassy, anybody beginning with S or even L. I'm picking up S and L. S and L, so Sarah, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, anybody beginning with S. And then anybody beginning with L. Laura, Lucy, Louise, Louisiana, Polly, Liz. Okay, but yeah, definitely keeping up that. Okay, so anyway, so make sure to let others have time in your spotlight. Allow them to shine. Sometimes we are triggered by another success, but this is just an awakening in us, in our own dreams and goals. So it could be where you're experiencing an awakening and just time just seems to like, what the fuck is going on with metaphysics? Like, what's happening? Where are we? Hello? Like, you know, allow others to inspire you. Support one another. Their success is your success. Be aware of anyone stealing your shine moments and send Raven, you're on Raven, send Raven to highlight the healing need and life plan ahead. Well, a Raven is a devil's messenger. So you really could be dealing with like a devil, which would be anybody beginning with D, or like a devil, so Capricorn or / Gemini, okay. But yeah, so it's about allowing someone else to have their moment. Like if they're having a bit of a moment, okay, one moment in time. But if they're having, there you go. So I'm having a moment in time, bruv, right? But I'm racing for destiny. Destiny. So some of you are just kind of like stuck in limbo, really, with time. So let's see. Anything else for Aquarius? So I'm really excited, Aquarius. We've got some new decks I'll tell you about in a moment. Aquarius. So the caterpillar, basically. Well, aren't you just so freaking cute and bright as a button? Fatten up on life, nourish yourself, explore your innocence, go play, have fun before you experience the hard ride ahead. Find your purpose now, you are going to need that focus. So it's kind of like enjoying yourself. Like if you are kind of single but not single but kind of, it's kind of saying enjoy life while you have it before you get into a full-time commitment. So if you're kind of talking to someone and you're dating and it's going quite well, what they're saying is don't forget to enjoy the good times of life before you end up making one huge energy of a step into a commitment. Because when a commitment's there and you moved in and everything else, blah, blah, blah. Because I really do keep picking up like this metaphysical energy of possibility of future, but it's not quite there at my grasping of time. Sort of there, but it isn't. So it's kind of like this teetering of like discussions of like, okay, future planning. Okay, I need to remember all of this stuff, right? And then kind of like metaphysics, being lost in time, but then making plans, but it's saying that enjoy yourself before all of this kind of stuff happens. So your channeled stuff, what I was picking up was around this confusion of like, do we do this now or do we do it later? Okay, or like my body clock seems to be running out and I don't seem to have much time, or I don't seem to have much time left on earth, or someone's worried about their age, but something like that. I'm worried about my age, I'm worried about certain things in my life, and because I'm worried about it, I'm feeling that time is of an essence that we soon need to start thinking about whatever it be to you. But that was kind of the message that Spirit is kind of trying to say. If I relate this to this, well, it's kind of, I'll reiterate myself again for the hard of hearing. Well, aren't you just a freaking cute and bright as a button? Fatten up on life. So I don't know if there's anything to do around food, dieting or food and stuff like that, or anything that you're consuming and eating, probably to do with like getting fit, getting ready and all of that kind of stuff, and needing to either one, plump up a little bit maybe if you're like extremely, you know, skinny and slender and whatever, or like wanting to do like me and go the other way, but that kind of thing, like nourishment, food, looking after your body, getting ready for the relationship. Okay, nourish yourself, explore your innocence. Okay, so that could be anything to do around sex and stuff like that. Go play, have fun before you experience the hard ride ahead. So it could be like just having fun, keep it all light and breezy before you make this huge step of mankind towards the moon, which would either be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces or Virgo energy, but normally a Virgo for me, but either, okay? Find your purpose now. You are going to need that focus, okay? So it's kind of like saying, okay, we need to find what it is that we both agree upon, okay? And if we both come to terms and agreement of what we both want, where and how and when, and we discuss it and we talk it, let's make sure that we have some fun first before we go and get married. Or like, let's have some fun first before we move in together, or whatever it be. But let's have some fun first, and then we'll discuss all of this kind of stuff later on, okay? And I think that might be where the time factor seems to be coming in for you guys, okay, through this week. Okay, so before we actually start, we'll have a quick look at this one, but I want to really show you the, this is what we're going to do on the other side, but I'm loving these decks. They were from America, so they cost me quite a lot of money because of the stuff, but the Hidden Truth and In the Shadows, okay? But the Hidden Truth is really giving me a lot of fucking clarification, because it's telling me feelings, thoughts that are hidden from you. If you're in third parties, it's been showing me shitloads of stuff through Sag and Capricorn energies, but a lot of it wasn't third parties. It started to show me a lot. I really am enjoying this deck here when it's clarified, when this is a whole reading within itself when it's clarified. So I'm just kind of trying to promote my business really, but I'm actually really loving that deck. So that's something that we've got coming up of what is hidden from you, but at the moment that is going to be over on Patreon. But we'll look into your tarot in a moment. So any other messages here for Aquarius? So you have that little voice inside you. Listen to that shit, okay? So if that's representing this card, okay, make sure to let others have the limelight and spotlight. We are triggered by others' success. So it's basically, if you've got a little voice in your head, if that's telling you, you know what, I'm schizophrenic and I believe in Paul and I'm going to be probed and the world's going to take over and the fucking TV and the microwave is talking to me and I'm listening to the microwave, then really you don't need you need a therapist there, okay? So don't listen to that shit, you know. But if there's something that's telling you, like, you know what, You know, it's a little bit... Let's see, any other messages for Aquarius, please? So you got a love card. Watch out. Shit could be getting ugly. Okay, what's that? Shit could get ugly. Oh dear. I don't know if this is about eating or self-worth or something like that, but that's kind of what they're saying, you little shit. Well, you little shit might mean around children or parenting type sort of thing, okay? And shit could get ugly here, okay? So it might be around sibling stuff, okay? Let's see, anything else for Aquarius? So you have another one. You're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. So some of you might be like, I don't know, you might be like me, I'm a scruffy motherfucker, but I'm a guy, I don't give a shit, bruv, really. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'm me. So whatever you want to do, right, if you feel like you're a fucking hot mess, that's normally women. But, like, you know, if you feel like you're a hot mess, well, then sort your fucking self out, you know. Right? But anyway, they're a little bit rude, those ones. So what we're going to do now is that we are going to actually look into your reading. So let's see, Aquarius, fuck it. Bucket, fuck it. Something to do with fuck it. I don't know. Anyway, fuck it. Throw balls to the wall. Let's see, Aquarius. What has Aquarius got going on? So don't forget, Aquarius can watch this as Life Path 8, Aquarius or Leo, or both. Doesn't matter. Anywhere. Doesn't matter, because we look at for the energy of 8, okay? Or 2 life paths that come together to make an 8. Aquarius. What has Aquarius got coming up this week, please, Aquarius? So you got judgment, visits to the hospital, visits to elderly people, dementia in time and in space. Some of you might be dealing with VSTs and music and angel radio. Okay, so you might like mine. There's another one over there now. If you don't know, I'm also a music producer, so some of you could do the same kind of thing. Music is heaven. So there could be, ooh, heaven is a place on hell. Somebody could have lost a person here and they're grieving, okay? But there is an energy of like hospitals and like medical kind of stuff that seems to be going on. The method of my madness, some of you could be going mad and nuts. This is definitely lost in space. This is esoteric, spiritual, channeling, all of those kind of things. Okay, this would definitely be, you know, the stuff that I kind of do. But yeah, sort of like channeling, esoteric, psychic, mediums, but that is where literally everybody says I'm a medium. Everybody. Okay, mediumship is where you channel deceased loved ones. Okay, psychic is when you can see loads of... Oh, I ain't going to go into it because you're all going to say that you are, which is good. Okay, but psychic medium is not a tarot card reader. I just read tarot cards from a book. That's not a psychic. Okay, you know, I go from the book, I read the book, I kind of know what it looks like. That's a tarot card reader. Okay, but psychic medium, okay, hospitals, the return of the sender, okay, a lot of speaking, a lot of talking. You've got Scott, or someone from Scotland. You've got the 6 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So some of you could be thinking about travelling and moving, looking into mortgages and house and home. Okay, you could be very settled where you are. Okay, you could really be talking to a person here and getting on extremely well. Okay, and you may be living together, or you're thinking about living together, and you're thinking about, because this would be Capricorn, Gemini possible, Life Path 4, Scorpio, Aries. So you're either living together or you really are considering making plans for the future about this 4 of Wands. Because it would be talking, discussing about marriage, about full-time commitment. If you are already, then you are already. You're just probably living with your partner, going through the day-to-day stuff. But majority of you here, there could be an energy of thinking or feeling about movement. Okay, about movement. That if I want to be with you, we have to move closer. Move your body real close until we feel like we're really making love. So the only reason I say that is because this is extremely metaphysical for the first card out. It means that it's possible that you are, it's possible that you're not, and it's possible that you are 100% talking about the energy of the future. The future. Living presently in the energy that you are with the person, talking about future events. Okay. Future forward. Or even going to future Frentura. Or somewhere like that. Okay. Or holiday. Like booking holidays. Okay. And going to places. Okay. So it might be that. Your card was about enjoying life before this. Your card was explaining about enjoying your life before this happens. Before this happens, right? So it's kind of like making these plans of marriage, commitment, really getting close to a twin flame energy. But before that happens, some of you might be considering like visits, going abroad, going on holiday, talking about where could we live, where would we live if we was to move, you know, where would we go on holiday, what would a mortgage and a marriage look like, future planning. But for a lot of you here, you already are. You already are, okay. Like living together, spending a lot of time with one another, okay. So Aquarius, what has Aquarius got coming up this week, please? Aquarius. So you've got the Five of Swords. Life Path 5, Sagittarius, Taurus possible. Can also be a part of you, or Alchemy, or Natalie, but a part of you. Which means that if it is an air sign, it would be an Aquarian for me, because it's fixed fives. Okay. There seems to be a lot of bickering. It might be like house, home, where you live at home. Could be friends. I really don't think it's the relationship. Or are you just like, I don't know, bickering? Because that would be definitely where you are living. There would be, because 5 is about work. At work, about relationship. But it's part of Taurus. So it means like whatever it is that is like very structured in its way, I'm not letting you stand in my way for my happiness. Don't get in the way of my happiness. Okay, or don't let them get in the way of our happiness. Don't let them ruin the surprise. Don't let them ruin our relationship. Them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie. But don't put a downer on it. Okay. So, it's about being happy. I don't know why I'm picking up, like, aren't you happy? Are you not happy? Let's see. Because this is like happy for the return of someone, and when they get there, you're like, well, why are you not fucking happy? Right? Why are you not happy in this circumstance? Why? What is it? What's wrong now? Okay. Anyway, let's see. Aquarius. So 8, you got yourselves. Fuck it, bruv, I'm out. I can't stand around fucking bickering and arguing with you over petty little stuff. So I'm not paying any attention to you. If you want to argue, go and argue with someone else, because I really don't feel like arguing. But 8 is also a part of home. A part of home, because my 8 of Swords is, like, if I was living at home, I'd be at home, blah, 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 and I need to go for a walk and get some fresh air. Okay, but it would also be stagnant of where you are. Okay, so it would be leaving someone when they're arguing, just let them argue. Okay. So it's kind of like that, argumentative energy. Could be a lot of worry about nothing, okay? It could be where a past partner pops up. Let's see. Aquarius. What's Aquarius got going on this week, please? Aquarius. So you got the 4 of Swords. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like a Virgo or a life path 9 maybe. Some sort of worry, like I can't sleep. Like it's stressing me out. Generally, something's stressing me out. Might be about an illness. You got 2 4s, which could be like illness, like an ill nurse, or I don't know, something around the hospital or the nurse, and it's on my mind all the time. It could be like 24/7. Okay, could be dealing with a Cancer and a life path 7, a 2 a Libra, or a 4 yourself, Scorpio, Aries. $13 would be a 4 again. Let's see. Aquarius. So the Queen of Pentacles. So it might be about a mother or a grandmother, okay, your mother, your grandmother, your sibling. And then the aspect of this card here with the others kind of tells me this is more of a mother or a grandmother. But your relationship is here, meaning that this is a relation. It's a relation, it's not a relationship. This is more of like something that's going on that's on someone's mind, but you are in a actual physical relationship and everything's going on well. But this is just like the in-laws and the outlaws, my mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandson, you know, that kind of stuff. That would be anybody around your house and home that causes you a lot of arguments, okay? And some of you, this is because you may have children together, okay, and they go and they come and they go and they come and they go and they come, okay? And then they stay here, and then when they go home, you end up then being wound up by the ex, okay? For some of you, there may be a new person here, and you're worried about the outcome, but like I said, it seems to me that the like candle in the wind, Diane, or Dana, but like it seems to me that the relationship is actually here, but these two cards are kind of telling me that there is something, well, sorry, 4 cards, that there is something going on around a life path 4, a Scorpio or an Aries, and it may be in someone's chart that is a mother or a grandmother, okay, and it's kind of here, right, and it could be something that's going on with them that may be like an illness, because this is like, this is having to go in hospital, this is like having to stay over in hospital, okay, so, but this could be like death, this, you know, I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying this is like a church laying someone to rest, a funeral, and that's when the funeral is, okay, but if it isn't anything like that, this is kind of like grieving as well, but it's also worry about, like for instance, my dog Molly, she's in the vet, she's coming home today, hopefully. We thought it was bowel cancer and that was going to be it, but it wasn't. It was actually the fact that it was pancreatitis that she has. So hopefully she should be home tonight, but she's been in there for 3 days. So it's kind of like that. Helping someone, supporting someone after going in or coming out of hospital, okay, that kind of stuff. Because this could also be like a hysterectomy, okay, it could be a hysterectomy, and it could be like, you know, someone comes home and they're not allowed to lift anything because they've had an operation and they're not allowed to move stuff about. For my dog, it would be they're not allowed to eat anything. That's why the eating card came up. So my dog's not going to be able to have treats and stuff like that. It's not going to be allowed. So I'm picking up that this is something around an eating disorder, can or can't eat, or supporting someone when they get out or go in hospital. Okay, here is really what I'm picking up. Okay, so if you want, sorry, it's slightly shorter, but I am keeping them shorter at the moment because I can't see many more stories until I carry on. But everybody gets the same amount of cards. But I got to say, I really am enjoying using these cards because it's giving me shitloads of other stories to look at, and I'm quite enjoying using them. But anyway, over on Patreon, it will be the full access bundle only. You can find that link provided below. I'm going to do your full spread, clarify them all, give you every story I can possibly see about relationships, anything like that. Lucy and Laura, I keep hearing Lucy, Lucifer, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn, Lulu, Louise, Lol, L's, like L's, I keep seeing L's everywhere, okay. Elliot also maybe, or E's, Steve's, E-L, something like that, L's, okay. Elijah, also, people like that, okay. But yeah, we'll see what we've got, but we will do that as well, okay, to show you what is hidden from you. Now that's going to be love life, work life, anything that may be medical or anything like that that I pick up. What is hidden from you, there's loads of stuff. Like they're looking at your social media. Okay, I'm sorry I left you. I want reconciliation. What do you think? There's loads of stuff in there. Okay, anyway, but that's what you get on the full access bundle. You can find that link provided below. Thanks very much, Aquarius. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.